Hebb's Law. Have you ever wondered how your brain changes when you learn something new? Whether it's riding a bike, solving a puzzle, or even remembering your way around a new city, your brain is physically rewiring itself. That's the magic of brain plasticity. What is brain plasticity? Brain plasticity, also called neuroplasticity, is the brain's amazing ability to adapt and reorganize itself. Think of your brain as a dynamic network of roads, constantly under construction. New roads can form, existing ones can expand, and old ones can fade away. This happens in response to what you learn, what you experience, and even how you recover from injury. But plasticity doesn't just involve neurons, the cells that transmit information in the brain. It also involves support cells like astrocytes, microglia, and vascular cells, which all play a part in how your brain repairs, maintains, and adjusts its structure. Brain plasticity occurs at various levels. At the molecular level, it involves minute alterations in chemical signals. At the cellular level, it includes the formation of new connections between brain cells and potentially new brain cells. At the systemic and behavioral levels, it encompasses changes in cognitive processes, emotions, and behaviors. Brain plasticity continues throughout life, enabling constant learning and adaptation from infancy to old age. Hebb's Law, the science behind rewiring. Now let's talk about the foundation of how your brain rewires itself. Hebb's Law. In 1949, a Canadian psychologist named Donald Hebb proposed a revolutionary idea in his book, The Organization of Behavior. He said, when one cell repeatedly activates another, the connection between them becomes stronger. In simpler terms, neurons that fire together wire together. This principle is now called Hebbian theory, or Hebb's rule. It's the basic mechanism behind synaptic plasticity, the way connections between brain cells, called synapses, get stronger or weaker based on activity. Every time you repeat a thought, an action, or an emotion, your brain reinforces the connection between the neurons involved. Over time, this forms neural pathways like well trodden paths in a forest. The more you use them, the easier they are to travel. How London taxi drivers rewired their brains. Did you know navigating city streets can reshape your brain? In one famous study, scientists scanned the brains of London taxi drivers, and what they discovered was incredible. These drivers didn't just know the city well, their brains had changed because of it. Specifically, the posterior hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for spatial memory and navigation, was significantly larger in taxi drivers compared to the average person. Even more fascinating, the more years a driver had spent on the road, the bigger that part of their brain became. Why? Because the brain adapts to what you use. It literally grows and strengthens the areas involved in tasks you repeat every day. This is called brain plasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself through learning and experience. So the next time you struggle with directions, just remember practice doesn't just make perfect, it physically rewires your brain. Picture the brain of a London taxi driver. Years of navigating thousands of streets literally enlarge the back of their hippocampus, their inner GPS. That's proof of Hebb's law. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Now flip that science toward your dream life. Every time you visualize a goal, feel the emotion of having it, or recite an empowering affirmation, the very same Hebbian rule kicks in. Repetition makes the neurons for that thought fire in sync, forging a stronger, faster, express lane inside your brain. Manifestation teachings say, hold the picture, hold the feeling, and reality bends. Neuroscience shows why your reinforced pathways prime the reticular activating system to notice resources, people, and chances that align with your intention. Just as a cabbie's tuned up hippocampus spots shortcuts no tourist can see. So practice your vision like a taxi driver practices the knowledge. Hebb's law will carve the neural map, your actions will follow the route, and the world will meet you at the destination you've rehearsed in your mind. Neurons that fire together, wire together, so wire wisely.